My Lords, in responding to the Noble Lady Baroness Ritchie of Downpatrick, and I believe that the Noble Lord the Minister was referring to reforms of institutions, in particular the way the executive is constituted, the Noble Lord the Minister said the government is not against reforms to that process. Would the Noble Lord the Minister go further than that and saying that to ensure, to restore full faith in the process for the people of Northern Ireland, that reforms are indeed necessary? And further than that, would the Noble Lord the Minister agree that it's really crucial that people have a full understanding and involvement in the democratic process at all levels? So should there end up being a Stormont election next year, it would be absolutely essential that that is not combined with local government elections as well, which will just further complicate and involve matters that should be held separate.
Grateful to the Noble Baroness, and she sort of. I think what I'd say in response is at the moment the priority has to be to try and re-establish the institutions. Of course, you know, people will bring forward ideas about potential reforms to the institutions, and I said we're not against that. They've evolved over the years. The reference has been made to the election of First and Deputy First Ministers. The system that we now have in place following the agreement that the Noble Lord Hayne negotiated at St Andrews is different to the one that was in the original Belfast agreement, and there have been other changes, you know, subsequent to that around a number of issues such as facilitating official opposition and so on and so forth. But I don't particularly want to get drawn into specifics on this. Say the priority really has to be to get the institutions back up and running. But of course, next year is the 25th anniversary of the agreement, and of course that might well be a period, assuming that the institutions are back up and running, which I hope they will be. That might be a time when we need to reflect, on whether there are things that can be done to make the institutions work better. Regarding the last point, I'm not going to speculate on the dates of elections.